God says, listen closely. You were not meant to scroll past this moment. This is not an accident. This is not a coincidence. It is your divine appointment. You feel that tug in your spirit? That is me. That is God. Calling. Reaching. And yet, you keep skipping, keep silencing, keep putting me off. My child, I say this with urgency, only 35 minutes remain. I have been calling you, again and again, but each time, you turn away. Don't break my heart again. Don't ignore this moment. Comment Amen to affirm you're still listening. I am not distant. I am not hiding. I am not silent. I am speaking now, because something is coming. Something sudden. Something unexpected. You do not see it yet, but I do. I see the storm on the horizon. I see the change that's about to flip your world upside down or turn your prayers into miracles. But whether this shift becomes your blessing or your burden depends on this moment, right now. Not tomorrow. Not next week. Now. You have cried for my voice. You've pleaded for answers. And here I am. Yet you hesitate. You scroll. You doubt. But listen, beloved child, every moment you delay, the clock ticks down. This is not fear I give you, it is mercy. I want you to be ready. I want you to receive what I have prepared. I don't want the wave to catch you off guard. That is why I'm speaking now. If your heart feels heavy reading this, that is not by chance. That is conviction. That is my spirit drawing near to you. You are not forgotten. You are not abandoned. You are not lost in the noise. I see you. I've seen every tear in secret, and I have stored every cry you thought no one heard. I've counted the prayers you gave up on. And even now, I am moving. Please like this video if this resonates with you. Not because I need approval, but because someone else needs to find this, and your one act of faith may lead another soul home. There are only 35 minutes left. Not a number for fear, but a sign for awakening. You've been distracted by the chaos of the world, but I've been whispering in between your busyness. When you couldn't hear me in the loud, I sent stillness. When you didn't recognize me in your victories, I allowed some losses. Not to harm you, but to draw you back to my arms. Comment 1111 if you believe divine alignment is happening right now. You say you believe in me. You say you trust me. But how many times have you run when I reached for you? How many signs have I given, and you chalked it up to coincidence? My love is patient, but it is also holy. And holiness cannot be mocked. When I say something is about to change, I do not exaggerate. Heaven does not issue false warnings. I am not a man that I should lie. This is your wake-up call. You've been wandering in the wilderness, waiting for something to shift, waiting for a breakthrough. But you keep trying to control what I've asked you to surrender. You keep searching for answers in empty wells when I am the living water. You keep chasing validation from people who don't even know your purpose. And I, the God of all creation, your Father, have been trying to get through to you, but the noise has been louder than my voice in your life. Do not skip this. Don't make this another message you ignore, another moment you regret. This time is sacred. I am calling you back to me. Not to shame you, but to restore you. I do not condemn, I correct in love. You are still chosen. You are still mine. I have preserved you for such a time as this. That car crash that almost happened, I stopped it. That betrayal that could have broken you, I shielded your heart. That delay you cried over, it was my redirection. That sickness you feared, I healed you before it reached your body. You don't see all I've done behind the scenes, but trust this, I've never left your side. Comment 222 if you trust that I am in control. You ask, why now? And I say, because time is short. This is not about a literal countdown. This is about readiness, alignment, the spiritual urgency of your life. Something unexpected is coming. It can either destroy what you've built without me, or it can launch you into the blessing I've prepared. The choice is yours. Will you receive me now? My promises have not expired. My covenant still stands. The blood of my Son still covers you. But you must return to the altar. Return to the quiet place. Return to the Word. The world has had your attention long enough. It's time for me to have your heart again. I miss you. Not just your Sunday prayers or your emergency cries. I miss your daily love, your trust, your obedience. Do not harden your heart when I speak. You're still breathing because I have purpose for you. You didn't survive all of that for nothing. The enemy tried to take you out, but I said, not this one. Not now. You've been marked for more. That's why the attacks were so heavy. That's why you feel weary. You are on the verge of something eternal. Yes, there is a shaking coming. But my children, do not fear the shaking. Because when the world trembles, my people rise. When systems fall, my kingdom stands. I am still Jehovah Wirehair, your provider. I am still Jehovah Nissi, your banner. I am still Jehovah Rapha, your healer. And I am still your God. Can just saying 9 words daily actually make money flow into your life? A top neuroscience says yes, and the FBI accidentally confirmed it. This forgotten prayer is now transforming ordinary people into debt-free and financially free for life. But this secret won't stay online long. Click the link in description and comments now to access it before it's permanently deleted. You think you've missed your moment? You haven't. I'm the God who redeems time. What you lost in years, I can restore in days. What people took from you, I can return 7-fold. What was dead, I can resurrect. But you must come back under my covering. Stop standing in the rain when my door is open. Come home. You don't have to fix everything first. Come as you are. I never asked for perfection, only surrender. I will take your broken pieces and breathe life into them again. I will take your doubts and replace them with faith. I will take your weariness and pour in my strength. But you must decide, will you let me in this time? The next 35 minutes aren't about fear, they're about faith. They're about clarity. A divine countdown not to your end, but to your beginning. You've been wandering, but this is the path back. You've been anxious, but this is the peace you've prayed for. You've been empty, but I am your fullness. I've gone before you. I stand behind you. I walk beside you. There is no place you can go that I won't reach. If you make your bed in darkness, I am there. If you ascend to the heights or fall to your knees, I am still God. Unshaken. Unchanging. And I have not changed my mind about you. You are still called. Still chosen. Still loved beyond measure. My arms are open. The time is now. You are not too far gone. You are not too late. You are not disqualified. I am the God who leaves the 99 just to find the one. And you, beloved, are the one I'm reaching for right now. You've scrolled past me before, but this time is different. The heavens are stirring. The angels are watching. The earth is shifting. You may not feel it yet, but this is the moment that heaven has aligned for your return. This is the window. Don't miss it. Comment 333 to declare your faith if you feel the shift in your spirit. You've been asking for signs, and still, you doubt. You ask me to show you, but then fear convinces you to turn away when I do. Let me tell you something, faith isn't about seeing and then believing. It's about trusting before the outcome. You don't need to understand everything to trust me. You just need to follow. Every miracle in Scripture started with obedience. Abraham didn't see the ram before he climbed the mountain. He saw it after the climb. The provision is waiting, but so is your obedience. Why do you keep resisting me when everything else you've tried has failed? Why are you still running when the only safe place is my presence? I am not here to condemn your past. I'm here to redeem your future. The enemy has whispered lies long enough. He told you that I'm silent. He told you that I've forgotten you. He told you that your prayers don't matter. But I am here now, and I speak truth. I have heard every cry. I have seen every wound. I have never once turned my face away from you. My mercy is not weak. It is strong. It breaks chains. It lifts burdens. It heals what no doctor can fix. And it is reaching for you this very second. Not because you deserve it, but because I love you that much. You didn't earn my love, so you cannot lose it. But you can reject it. And that is why I plead with you, one last time, come back. Comment 555 if you believe this is your moment of breakthrough. Some of you are carrying shame so heavy that you've convinced yourself I want nothing to do with you. But that's a lie. That shame was nailed to the cross. It was buried with Christ and did not rise with him. You are not what they said about you. You are not the labels the world gave you. You are who I say you are, redeemed, restored, loved, and called for such a time as this. You've looked for comfort in the wrong arms. You've chased peace in temporary escapes. You've numbed your pain with distractions that only deepened the wound. But I am the Comforter. I am the God of all peace. And when I heal you, it is not a bandage, it is a complete restoration. I don't patch holes, I make things new. Yes, the road ahead will be different. I won't promise you an easy life, but I will promise you this: I will walk with you through every valley. I will fight battles you never see. I will send angels before you. I will surround you with favor like a shield. You were never meant to do this alone. That's why I'm calling you now. I know you're tired. I know you're overwhelmed. I know you question whether you can handle what's next. But hear me, I am your strength. Not your career. Not your friends. Not even your own willpower. I, the Lord your God, am your strength. You will rise again. You will smile again. You will dream again. Not because you're strong, but because I am. Comment 1212 if you believe that strength is rising within you. This isn't just about emotion. This is about eternal impact. You're standing on a spiritual tipping point. What you do in this moment could shift the generations after you. The prayers you pray today will echo into the lives of your children and grandchildren. The healing you embrace now will stop cycles of brokenness. The obedience you step into will unlock blessings that have been waiting for your surrender. Why are 55 countries using the same mysterious money script? Because a leaked research file just exposed a 9-word pattern that activates wealth-attracting pathways in the brain. Repeat it daily, and watch money flow like water into your life. But the government might pull this secret any minute. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. I'm not just calling you for you. I'm calling you because others are attached to your destiny. Souls you haven't even met are waiting for your yes. Your healing will bring healing to others. Your testimony will break chains. Your return will shake the gates of hell. You've been under attack, not because you're weak, but because you're valuable. The enemy fears what will happen when you wake up and remember who you are. You were never created to blend in. You were made to stand out. You carry my image. You carry my spirit. And hell trembles when you walk in that truth. That's why you've been feeling pressure. That's why you've been facing so many delays, distractions, and disappointments. Because the enemy knows that time is short and your purpose is great. But let me remind you, I've already won the war. the cross wasn't just for forgiveness. It was for victory. And because of Jesus, you are not fighting for victory, you are fighting from victory. So take your eyes off the storm and fix them on me. Don't let what's around you distract you from what's within you. I've placed power inside of you. Not fear. Not anxiety. Power, love, and a sound mind. My Spirit is upon you. You are not weak. You are not defeated. You are more than a conqueror through Christ. I will go before you. I will open doors no man can shut. I will tear down every wall meant to stop you. I will silence every lie that tried to define you. But you must stop skipping these moments. Stop treating divine appointments like background noise. This is sacred. This is holy. This is me. You've been searching for confirmation. This is it. You've been waiting for clarity. This is it. You've been wondering if it's too late. It's not. But time is short. Only 35 minutes left before the shift begins. Only 35 minutes to say yes, to surrender, to stop delaying the calling on your life. I will restore the years the locusts have eaten. I will make rivers in your desert. I will turn mourning into dancing. I will crown your pain with glory. But you must trust me. Even when it hurts. Even when it doesn't make sense. Faith isn't built in comfort. It's built in surrender. And right now, I'm knocking. Not shouting. Not forcing. Knocking. Because love doesn't break doors down. Love waits. But I won't wait forever. You must choose. Will you keep skipping me, or will you finally say yes? You feel it, don't you? That stirring in your chest. That weight you cannot explain. That silent ache behind your smile. That's me. I'm near. Closer than you think. Closer than the breath in your lungs. My child, you've tried to shake this feeling, but it keeps following you, because I won't stop pursuing you. You can silence the world, but you cannot silence the voice of the one who created you. I will keep knocking until your heart finally opens wide. I love you that much. Comment 777 if you feel God pulling you in again. You think I'm angry with you? No. I'm grieving for you. Not because of where you are, but because of where I long to take you, if only you would follow me. I see the road ahead. I see the harm that waits when you ignore me. I don't warn you to scare you. I warn you to save you. You were not created to live in cycles of pain. You were not designed to carry this weight alone. I have better for you. But better begins with surrender. The enemy has tried to numb you. He wants you distracted, discouraged, disconnected. He wants you to think this is just another passing message. But this is divine. This is sacred. I have moved heaven and earth to get this to you. You don't see it yet, but angels are stationed around you right now. This message is wrapped in eternal intention. It is my voice, piercing through the noise of everything else that failed to fill you. I have not stopped being God. My power has not lessened. My miracles have not ended. I still part seas. I still heal diseases. I still raise the dead. I still make a way in the wilderness. And I am still willing to do it all for you. But will you let me in? Will you finally stop running long enough to receive what I've been trying to give? Comment 999 if you believe God still does miracles. You think your story is over, but I've just turned the page. The chapter you cried through was not the final one. Those closed doors were not rejections, they were redirection. That heartbreak was not the end, it was preparation. I will use every piece, every tear, every delay. Nothing has been wasted. Not a second. Not a step. Even your silence, I heard it. Even your confusion, I carried you through it. There is a reason the attacks intensified. There is a reason you felt under pressure. It's because you're getting close. The closer you get to your breakthrough, the harder the enemy fights to stop it. But no weapon formed against you will prosper. It may form, but it will not finish. You are shielded under my hand. You are wrapped in my favor. What tried to harm you is being turned around even now. You've been weary, but I am giving you new strength. Not recycled energy, divine strength. You've been walking, but now it's time to run. You've been doubting, but now it's time to believe. I'm not asking for perfection. I'm asking for faith the size of a mustard seed. Because even a little faith can move mountains. And the mountains you've been staring at? They're already trembling at my word. What secret did the FBI hide about your brain and money? They discovered a phrase, just 9 words long, that flips a switch in your mind to attract wealth without effort. It's already changed the lives of thousands of people in just weeks. If you're seeing this, you're lucky, the page might disappear any moment. Click the link in the description and comments to know this secret before it's deleted forever. So don't be afraid of what's coming. I'm already there. I go before you. I light the path. I break the chains before you even reach the prison. That financial stress? I've already made provision. That relationship tearing your heart? I'm working healing behind the scenes. That diagnosis? I've already spoken life over your body. I don't just respond, I prepare. I am Alpha and Omega, beginning and end. There is nothing I don't see, nothing I can't handle. I want you to know how deeply I care about the things you think I've forgotten. That secret prayer? I heard it. That dream you shelved years ago? I placed it there. That moment you almost gave up? I stepped in quietly, didn't I? I've saved you more times than you know. And I'm not finished. You're still breathing. That means there's still purpose in your lungs. Comment 10:10 if you trust that God has already gone ahead of you. You are not abandoned. You are not unseen. You are not invisible in my kingdom. I've numbered every hair on your head. I've written your name on the palm of my hand. When you sleep, I sing over you. When you wander, I follow. When you cry, I collect each tear. That's how much you matter. Not because of what you've done, but because of who you are, mine. Yes, the clock is still ticking. The 35 minutes you were warned about are not just time, they are grace. A window. A divine opening. Something unexpected is still coming. It's not a maybe, it's certain. But if you are hidden in me, you do not need to fear the shaking. You will not be moved. When the wind blows, you will stand. When the storms rage, you will sleep in peace. Because my hand will hold you, and my voice will guide you. You've given your attention to everything else, work, people, opinions, success, but I've been waiting for you to give your heart. Not part of it. Not when it's convenient. All of it. Because only then will you know true peace. Only then will you walk in power. You were never meant to live a half-lit life. You were made to burn with the fire of my spirit. This is not a call to religion. This is a call to relationship. I don't want your performance. I want your presence. I don't need your perfect words. I want your honest prayers. I don't expect you to fix yourself. I want you to let me fix what's been broken for too long. You've run long enough. Come home. This is your moment. You've waited for me to act. But now I'm waiting for you to believe. You ask, how do I start again? And I say, just say yes. Not a perfect yes. Not a confident yes. Just a willing one. You don't need to have it all figured out. I never required that from you. I only asked you to trust me. You've been paralyzed by fear of failing, but listen, my grace is greater than your failure. You can begin again, right here, right now. Not in your strength, but in mine. I have always been the God of new beginnings. Comment 15:15 if you believe this is your new beginning. Every time you were close to giving up, I was there. Every time you stood on the edge of quitting, I placed my hand on your heart to keep it beating. Every time you cried into the pillow where no one saw, I was the one catching every tear. You were never alone. You were never forsaken. You've mistaken silence for absence. But I was closer in the silence than you could ever imagine. That dark season you went through, I didn't cause it, but I didn't waste it either. I allowed it because I knew what it would produce in you. Perseverance. Character. Deep roots. I know it hurt. I know it made you question everything. But now I am bringing you into the light. You will look back on the pain and see the purpose. You will see how I used the crushing to release the oil of anointing over your life. You were not buried. You were planted. And now is your time to rise. You have felt overlooked. You felt like you're always the last to be chosen, the one left behind. But I don't choose like the world does. I don't select based on status, looks, or qualifications. I choose based on purpose, on heart, on surrender. You are not last. In my kingdom, the last shall be first. I've saved your moment for now. You are not behind. You are right on time for the shift that's coming. Comment 1717 if you believe God saved your moment for now. Let me ask you this: when did you stop believing that I could still do it for you? When did you start thinking I would bless everyone else, but pass you by? That was never my plan. That was never my heart. I didn't bring you this far to leave you empty. I am not the God of almost. I am the God of completion. He who began a good work in you will be faithful to finish it. There is something divine about this window, about this hour, about these 35 minutes you were warned of. You may not understand the fullness now, but you will. When the pieces start falling into place, when the favor starts flowing, when the doors open unexpectedly, you will remember this moment. And you will know, it was never random. It was the divine move of a Father who always had you in mind. Is it possible to attract money by simply speaking some miraculous words? This 9-word script, verified by Harvard and 6 neuroscience labs, proves you absolutely can. People are using it from their couch, and reporting unexpected bank deposits, cleared debts, and upgraded lives. It takes less than 30 seconds. But this secret won't stay online long. Click the description and comments now to access it before it's permanently deleted. You feared the unknown. But do you know who holds the unknown? I do. You feared being alone. But I promised I would never leave you. You feared failing again. But even if you fall 7 times, I will raise you every time. I don't love you less when you fall. I draw you closer. That's who I am. I'm not here to shame you. I'm here to redeem you. The enemy has tried to convince you that it's safer to stay numb. Safer not to hope. But that's not living, that's surviving. And I did not create you to survive. I created you to thrive. I formed you in your mother's womb with purpose in my breath. You are not an accident. You are not a mistake. You are my masterpiece. And masterpieces don't belong hidden in the shadows of shame. They belong in the light of destiny. You say, but I've messed up too much. I say, my grace is still greater. You say, but they left me. I say, I never did. You say, but I don't have the strength. I say, my strength is made perfect in your weakness. You say, I don't know the way. I say, I am the way. Stop trying to earn what I've already paid for. Comment Amen if you believe His grace is still greater. My child, the reason the enemy tried so hard to distract you, delay you, depress you, is because he sees what's inside of you. He knows what you carry. And if you ever fully walk in that identity, hell won't stand a chance. You were never a threat until you understood your worth. And now that you're awakening to who you are, the enemy is trembling. But don't focus on the battle. Focus on me. I am your victory. I will turn what was meant to destroy you into what will elevate you. What the enemy meant for evil, I will use for good. Joseph was sold into slavery, betrayed, imprisoned, yet I used it all to position him in the palace. David was overlooked by his own family, yet I anointed him king. Esther was orphaned, yet I raised her up to save a nation. I do not choose the qualified. I qualify the chosen. And you, beloved, are chosen. Let go of the fear. Let go of the pride. Let go of the illusion of control. You never had to be perfect. You just had to be willing. Willing to let me in. Willing to walk by faith, not by sight. Willing to trust that I see the whole picture, even when all you see is the puzzle pieces. You've waited long enough. You've questioned long enough. This is the hour to rise. This is the moment to say yes. Don't skip this. Don't silence this. Don't harden your heart. The shaking is near. The shift is coming. But so is my glory. And if you say yes now, you won't just endure what's coming, you'll be elevated by it. You've heard many voices lately. Voices of doubt. Voices of fear. Voices telling you you're not enough, that you've missed your moment, that it's too late for you. But now listen to mine. Be still and hear me. I am silencing every lie. I am quieting every storm in your mind. I am bringing peace where there's been torment, and clarity where there's been confusion. The enemy is the author of chaos, but I, your God, am the author of peace. I speak now, not in anger, but in deep, relentless love. My voice overrules them all. Comment 222 if you choose to trust this voice above every other. You keep asking for peace, but peace cannot rest where fear is fed. You've been feeding fear with what you watch, with what you speak, with what you listen to. But peace, true peace, is not found in escape. It is found in my presence. That is why I've been trying to bring you back here. To this moment. To this encounter. Because only in me will your soul finally exhale the anxiety and inhale my calm. Yes, the time is still ticking. You may not see it, but spiritually, something is shifting with each passing minute. 35 minutes is not just a number, it's a prophetic signal. A countdown toward a divine interruption. An unexpected moment that will shake things, move things, test things, and reveal hearts. I don't say this to frighten you. I say it to ready you. To anchor you. Because if you are rooted in me, you will not be shaken when the earth trembles. You've looked for safety in routines, comfort in people, stability in money. But all of those things shift like sand. I am the rock. I am the firm foundation. Build on me, and when the shaking comes, you will still be standing. You will still be thriving. You will be a light when everything else goes dim. Comment 11:11 if you believe God is your foundation and nothing will shake you. You are not forgotten. I know you've questioned that. I know you've cried in the secret place, asking if I even see you. I do. I see it all. The silent battles. The hidden fears. The private burdens you carry with a smile on your face. I see you when no one checks in. I hear you when no one responds. I understand you in ways no human ever could. Because I didn't just make your body, I made your soul. That ache in you that nothing seems to fill, that's the space I designed for myself. You've tried to fill it with validation, with achievements, with relationships, even with religion. But only my presence can fill what I created for me. You will stay restless until you return. You will stay empty until you let me be your portion. The sooner you surrender, the sooner I restore. Could your brain be the reason you're still broke? Scientists just confirmed, a 9-word sentence hidden deep in your subconscious may be blocking money from your life. But now, you can reverse it. Say these 9 words, and wealth starts to follow you starting today. But the government might pull this secret any minute. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. This is not about punishment. This is about promise. I am not trying to break you, I am trying to bless you. But sometimes, I must allow the breaking so you'll release what's been blocking me. You've been holding on to things I never gave you. Carrying burdens I never asked you to carry. Defining yourself by wounds I already healed. Let them go. Give them to me. Watch what I do with the space you free. You ask me to make room for your blessing. But will you make room in your heart for my voice? You are still marked. Still anointed. Still loved by the Most High God. You haven't gone too far. You're not too late. Your name is still written on my scroll. Your seat at my table hasn't been given away. But the invitation doesn't stay open forever. This is the hour to return. Comment Amen if you believe your name is still written on God's scroll. I know it hurts. I know the waiting has felt endless. I know the pain of unanswered prayers has grown louder than your hope at times. But I've been refining you, not punishing you. I've been preparing what you couldn't see. You thought I was ignoring you, but I was working beneath the surface. You thought the delay was denial, but it was divine timing. What I'm building in your life required patience, because blessings built too fast collapse under pressure. But now the season is shifting. Yes, suddenly. What didn't move in years will move in days. What felt impossible will suddenly align. What looked dead will spring to life. That prodigal you've prayed for? They're on their way home. That healing you cried for? It's coming swiftly. That door you knocked on for so long? I'm unlocking it now. Not by your effort, by my Spirit. But I don't want to bless who you pretend to be. I want to bless the real you, the surrendered you, the broken but open you. Come as you are. I won't shame you. I'll restore you. I'll wrap you in my mercy and lift you with my hand. You've been down long enough. Let me raise you. The 35-minute warning wasn't just a clock, it was a divine announcement. That something is coming. That you're being invited into safety before the storm. Into preparation before promotion. Into holiness before harvest. You may not see all the pieces, but trust the one who wrote the whole story. I see the pain. I know the cost. I felt it with you. But I also see the glory coming. And it is far greater than the suffering. So keep standing. Keep believing. Keep seeking. But above all, come back. Not just halfway. All in. No more delays. No more excuses. Just one simple, honest word, yes. Say it. Whisper it. Shout it. Mean it. Your life will never be the same. I am not finished with you. No matter how final it felt, no matter how much was lost, no matter how silent I seemed in the last season, this is not the end. You are standing in the middle of the story, not the last chapter. You've been crying, God, where are you? And I've been right here, still writing, still weaving purpose from the pain. You may have felt forgotten, but heaven has been working in the unseen, preparing something that eyes have not seen and ears have not heard. Comment 333 if you still believe He is writing your story. You've asked me for signs, and I've sent them. In dreams. In whispers. In that one moment that brought you to tears. In that unexpected delay. In that door that closed. I know it didn't look like an answer, but it was. Sometimes my protection comes disguised as a no, sometimes my direction comes through detours. Sometimes my love says, wait, when all you want is now. But trust me, every delay has been divine. This is not just about a breakthrough. It's about your becoming. You've been focused on the miracle. I've been focused on the person you're becoming through the waiting. I didn't just want to hand you the blessing. I wanted you to be strong enough to carry it, to protect it, to steward it. Because what I'm bringing won't just bless you, it'll bless generations after you. You've been refined in fire, but the fire did not consume you. It purified you. It burned away the lies you believed about yourself. It revealed what could no longer stay. And now, you're ready, not because of your perfection, but because of your surrender. That's what I've been waiting for. Not more strength. Not more strategy. Just a heart fully mine. Comment 555 if you are giving your whole heart to Him right now. You may be tired, but there's fresh oil coming. You may be bruised, but healing is already underway. You may feel weak, but I am infusing you with divine power. The kind of power that makes the impossible bow. The kind of power that quiets storms with a word. That raises what was declared dead. That opens doors no man can shut. You are not walking into this next season alone, you are walking with me. And where I walk, miracles follow. You don't need to convince me to bless you. You are already my child. My favor is not earned, it's inherited. You've been trying so hard to prove your worth, but I already saw your worth the moment I formed you in your mother's womb. I didn't choose you because you had it all together. I chose you because I had a plan. Before you were rejected, before you were abandoned, before they walked away, I had already accepted you. Could a 9-word ritual really be your key to financially freedom? What sounds like fiction is now being confirmed by science. Harvard researchers and FBI documents point to a hidden brain center that, when activated, draws in abundance naturally. This 9-word prayer has helped over 19,000 broke people attract wealth and live a life full of abundance. But this secret won't stay online long. Click the description and comments now to access it before it's permanently deleted. You were mine before you were ever theirs. And now I'm calling you back. Not to a religion. Not to rules. But to me. To the place of peace. To the place of restoration. To the place of clarity and calling. You've wandered long enough. You've questioned long enough. Come back to the voice that always knew your name. Comment 1212 if you hear Him calling your name again. I know what they said about you. I know how they left. I know what they tried to do behind closed doors. But I have the final word. I've seen the betrayal. I've seen the injustice. I've heard the gossip. But none of it can stop what I've ordained. Their words can't cancel my plans. Their rejection can't remove your anointing. What I've blessed, no man can curse. And I've blessed you. You are stepping into a season where I am going to prepare a table in the presence of your enemies. They will watch what I do in your life and know that it was me. They may have counted you out, but I am counting you back in. You were never forgotten. You were hidden, for a reason, for a season, for such a time as this. This is not the end of the story. It is a divine turning point. That heaviness you've carried for so long, I'm lifting it. That fear you've been fighting alone, I'm defeating it. That shame you buried deep, I'm washing it away. I don't just want to bless your hands, I want to heal your heart. Because no amount of outward blessing can fix what's broken on the inside unless you let me touch it. Let me in, child. Not halfway. All the way. I want the real you, the you behind the performance, behind the mask, behind the smile. I can handle your honesty, your anger, your confusion, your questions. I am not a fragile God. I am a Father. And I am not afraid of your brokenness. I died to redeem it. You keep saying you're waiting on me, but I've been waiting on you. The moment you say yes is the moment everything begins to shift. Not because of the perfection in your life, but because of the power in your surrender. Don't waste another second wondering if this is real. It is. I am here. I've always been. And I'm still reaching. You've held it in for too long. The tears. The pain. The questions. You've walked through storms silently, pretending to be strong for everyone else, while your soul whispered for help. I heard every whisper. I caught every unspoken prayer. Even the ones you never dared to speak aloud, I felt them. I saw the weight in your eyes while you smiled for others. You've been holding on by threads, but now I've come to hold you. Comment Amen if you believe God sees the hidden cries. You weren't made to carry it all. That pressure was never yours. That guilt wasn't from me. The world has tried to define you by your past, your pain, your failure, but I have never called you by your mistake. I call you by your name. The one I wrote into existence before time began. You are not what happened to you. You are not who walked away. You are mine. You've been trying to fight battles in your own strength that were never yours to fight. That's why you feel so tired. That's why you've been overwhelmed. You've placed the weight of control on your shoulders, forgetting that I am still the God who parts seas. I'm still the God who shuts the mouths of lions, who walks in fire, who calms winds with a whisper. If I could do it then, I will do it now, for you. The shift you've been waiting for isn't coming from the outside. It starts within. When your heart turns fully toward me, that's when everything around you begins to move. Not because you forced it, but because you trusted me to move for you. You've done all you can. Now let me take it from here. Comment 11:11 if you are letting go and letting God take over. I know you've been disappointed. You've trusted people who broke you. You gave love that wasn't returned. You forgave people who never apologized. And somewhere in all of that, you began to believe that maybe you weren't worth much. But I've come to remind you that your value has never been determined by people. It's been sealed by the blood of my Son. That alone is proof of how much you mean to me.